Hello and welcome to the webinar. My name is Christy Bierlein and I am here today to talk to you about Western Michigan University, located in Kalamazoo, Michigan. I am looking forward to sharing all the wonderful opportunities available to students. I'm going to talk about undergraduate, graduate, English as a second language, and short-term program opportunities. During this webinar, I'm going to share a PowerPoint presentation along with a couple of short videos to give you an overview of Western Michigan University. I will leave some time at the end to answer questions. You can post your questions under the question tab on the platform. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to share my screen so that I can play a short video to get started. Okay. Let's see here. I just want to make sure. All right. Go ahead. Let's play.
My experience here at Western has been amazing. I've had a chance of meeting people from all over the globe, which is amazing. My country is not that diverse. So once I moved to the United States, I had a chance of meeting people from Africa, Asia, Europe, South America. It's been amazing. It's been pretty amazing.
Something I really love about Western is we have the saying that it's a big campus with a small campus feel. So it's big enough that there's something for everyone out there, and that once you find that place where you usually fit in, it becomes really small. It's more like a fellow grown.
Looks like we may have had a little problem with that video, so I'm just going to go ahead and skip forward. I will post a link to the video and then notes later so that you can finish watching it. So Western Michigan University is home to about 2,000 international students representing over 100 countries. We offer 265 degree programs, including bachelor, master, and doctoral programs, and we have been ranked in the top 11% of universities nationwide. We are located within 275 kilometers of two major US cities, Chicago and Detroit. Our students enjoy visiting both cities. We have a train or also there is a bus system. So many of our students like to do this. So a little bit about Kalamazoo. We have a population of about 150,000 people. So it offers the convenience and friendliness of a mid-sized town, yet it's still big enough to offer a variety of social and cultural events and activities. It's a lot of fun. Kalamazoo is a wonderful place to study. It's very safe, it's friendly. We've been rated in the top 15 most affordable and also eco-friendly colleges. Michigan is also ranked in the top most affordable states by Wallet Hub. So you get a lot of value for your money. In the Midwest, we have 4 very distinct seasons. We have beaches and sunshine in the summer and then snow in the winter, and a lot of students really enjoy this variety. As you can see, Michigan is surrounded by the Great Lakes. And you can see some students enjoying them in these photos here. We're only a short car ride to Lake Michigan, a large freshwater lake. So this gives students and residents great access to beaches and recreation activities. In addition to the Great Lakes, we also have thousands of inland lakes. It's a really beautiful place to live. Next, I'm going to give just a brief description of each academic college. However, I don't have time to talk about every single program. We have so many programs, but I'm going to provide you with links to a listing of all the graduate programs and all of the undergraduate programs, and then the ESL, English as a Second Language programs. So you can click on those and get more information specific to your program of interest. And of course, after the webinar, I'm happy to answer more specific questions. So we have, Western Michigan University is comprised of 7 academic colleges. We have the College of Arts and Sciences, the College of Aviation, Education and Human Development, Engineering and Applied Sciences, College of Fine Arts, and the Hayworth College of Business, and Health and Human Services. So I'm going to go ahead and give just a brief overview of each of these. The College of Arts and Sciences provides a range of academic programs for students. They have 21 master's programs, 14 doctoral programs. Researchers and professors come together to provide an education that bridges the humanities, social sciences, and STEM fields of study. The College of Aviation at Western Michigan University offers the only aviation program at a public university in Michigan. They enroll over 1,100 undergraduate students, making it one of the largest aviation programs in the nation. The aviation campus is located on 20 acres at W.K. Kellogg Airport in Battle Creek, Michigan. The College of Education and Human Development is comprised of 6 departments: counselor education and counseling psychology, special education and literacy studies, family and consumer sciences, human performance and health education, teaching, learning and educational studies, and educational leadership, research, and technology. There are 2,500 undergraduate students and over 1,300 graduate students, and programs leading to bachelor's, specialist, master's, and doctoral degrees. So the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences offers 14 undergraduate programs and 11 master's degrees programs. And many of these can be earned in the master's programs can be earned in just 1 year. Through an accelerated master's program. There's also 7 doctoral programs. This particular college is located on a new campus, a 265-acre campus that also includes a business and technology and research park. This offers a lot of hands-on experience for students and opportunities for internships. Western Michigan University's College of Fine Arts consists of the Frostic School of Art, Department of Dance, a School of Music, and Department of Theater. All are nationally accredited, and the college offers performance halls, studios, exhibition space, laboratories, and classrooms, all to support students in the College of Fine Arts. The College of Business is one of the largest schools in the United States. They offer 18 specialized areas of business for undergraduates, as well as graduate programs in accounting and business administration. The College of Health and Human Services offers exceptional undergraduate and graduate, nationally respected graduate programs. The U.S. News and World Report has ranked 6 of our programs and in the top 100 of their kind, and 4 of our programs in the top 50. The Lee Honors College. This college, in addition to our academic colleges, this offers high-achieving undergraduate students with special course options, scholarship opportunities, and designated housing options. Students interested in joining the Honors College can apply as a new or a continuing undergraduate student at Western Michigan University. This is a really great opportunity. We also have the Graduate College, and this they are purely dedicated to support graduate studies at Western Michigan University. And so in doing that, they take the lead in shaping graduate policy, assisting faculty in guiding and mentoring students, integrating services that support students in becoming ethical scholars, researchers, and professionals. Really excellent resource for graduate students. So WMU also has a long-time affiliation with Thomas M. Cooley Law School. This is a private law school that was founded in 1972. Together, we offer graduate-level joint degree programs in business, social work, and public administration. Western Michigan University Homer Stryker MD School of Medicine is a collaboration involving Western Michigan universities and Kalamazoo's two world-class teaching hospitals, Borgess Health and Bronson Healthcare. So let me see real quick if I am able to, I mentioned earlier that I would post some links so that, I'm not sure if I will be able to do it here. Just one moment, let me just see. I think I will, okay. Okay, I'm in the chat box. I'm posting 3 links. You can get more information about your program of study. So for example, if you're interested in a graduate program, you can go ahead and look at a list of all the programs and find, and it will direct you to the web page specific to your program. So in addition to the academic colleges that I just reviewed, we also have the Center for English Language and Culture for International Students. The center provides intensive English language instruction options for students and professionals who will use English in their academic pursuits or in their careers. So first, let's look at the English proficiency requirements for admission to Western Michigan University. So this slide shows the language proficiency requirements for undergraduate students. For admission into an academic program, so we're going to look at this for students that do not need any English as a second language for undergraduate, you will need a 71 on TOEFL, the internet-based test, or a 6.0 on the IELTS. We do accept some other tests. As proof, we are now accepting Duolingo. I know there's been some questions about that. You can find all of that information on this website here. So for students who have a TOEFL or IELTS score at this range, 52 to 70 on the TOEFL IBT or a 5.5 on the IELTS test, we would encourage you to apply for a dual enrollment pathway program. I'll talk a little bit more about what the pathway program is shortly, but basically this option allows you to begin your academic coursework while also studying in ESL courses. And then lastly, for students with lower scores, or if you prefer not to take the TOEFL or IELTS test, but you have some language background, you can go ahead and begin at CELSIS, or the Center for English Language and Culture for International Students, as a full-time English as a second language student. So for graduate students, for full admission into most graduate programs, you'll need an 80 on the TOEFL or a 6.5 on the IELTS. However, there are some graduate programs that may require higher proficiency scores. You can look at your specific program on our international admissions website. But for most programs, these are the scores that you will need. Students who do not have these scores yet may begin at CELSIS as a graduate student, or can begin in a pathway program. There are a couple of pathway options for graduate students as well. It just depends on which program of study you plan to pursue. So I'm gonna go ahead and attempt one more time, just a short couple-minute video about the CELSIS program and some perspectives from students here. Let's see if we can.
Coming from my home country to the United States without speaking English was a very nervous experience at the beginning.
It's okay to feel nervous, but there is nothing to be worried about because at the end, you will have people to help you through it.
I am so thankful for Celsius for making me a good speaker and listener. Like once you get to know people, once you get to meet new friends, once you get to know faculty, people will help you so much.
I was happy to be in Celsius because for me it's a must for everyone to know how to speak in English. So that's really helped me because I can interact with them using English and then talk with them with English. Like that's really helped me.
It was a relief for me because I couldn't speak any English. So when I came here, everything was ready for me. So I could just focus on my studies and my experiences here in the United States.
There are many activities. That's really helped me.
It was a relief for me because I couldn't speak any English. So when I came here, everything was ready for me. So I could just focus on my studies and my experiences here in the United States.
There are many activities in Celsius. The Celsius program helped me very much.
Once you pursue English, many doors will open to you. I never dreamed studying a PhD in the United States, and because of Celsius, I am able to.
The best thing I enjoyed in Celsius is meeting all these people from all the different parts of the world. It's such an opportunity to be exposed to different kind of thinking, different mentalities. I don't feel homesick because once I find good people around me, like I found in Celsius, I felt at home.
Okay. The Celsius program offers several program options. We have, you can study English on campus. We have a new online option. We also have the Pathway program or dual enrollment. And then we also have short English programs, which we call the American University Experience. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a brief overview of each option in the next few slides. So Celsius offers an intensive English language program for non-native speakers who will use English to study at a college or university in their workplaces. Students study speaking and listening, grammar and communication, reading and writing. They also obtain research skills, presentation skills, study skills, and an introduction to American culture. And I should note that the program is available for both undergraduate and graduate students, as you can gain admission for an undergraduate or graduate program, but begin in the English program. So we also are offering an online option for Celsius, particularly right now in the current situation with COVID-19. Some students are more comfortable continuing to make progress from their homes, although we are going to be on campus this fall. That this is another option for prospective students. These courses are delivered online using our university's e-learning course management system. This is a great opportunity for students to continue making progress with it without having to delay their studies because of things they can't control. The online program we also host virtual co-curricular activities. In other words, we have things like conversation circles that meet online. So you still have an opportunity to engage with students and faculty. So then another option is to study in a Pathway program. Again, this allows qualifying students to take both the academic and ESL classes at the same time. The Pathway program also includes an international student success seminar. This is a great benefit that provides assistance in cultural adjustment and extended orientation to the university, and then just general support. There's people there to guide and assist you in any questions that you may have about your academics or your goals. And then lastly, I'm going to talk about some of our short-term program options that are available for students or professionals who do not seek to complete a degree program at WMU, or who wish to kind of test it out first and then perhaps decide to return later. These options are for students interested in studying English, or there are also options available for students to study in academic programs and general university courses. So the American University Experience is a short-term option for international students to enroll at Western Michigan University for 1 or 2 semesters. There are options for students that still need English as a second language, but also if you've already met that criteria, you could also study in academic courses. And there's a wide range of courses that you could take. Students in these programs live on campus or in homestays, and have all the same benefits that fully enrolled students would. And then we also offer even a shorter program option, programs that are less than 8 weeks in length for some of those shorter breaks that students want to take advantage of. This enables international students and professionals to explore Western Michigan University. There are a variety of program topics to choose from. There's always options for short-term intensive language immersion, but then we also have other topic areas that may be of interest, depending on what you may be interested in. There may be, for example, I know there's a program now about exploring American politics, or there may be business courses. So if that's something you're interested in, there are lots of options for that. And then we also have an option for called our Graduate Research Program Sandwich Year. This connects international graduate students with Western Michigan University departments, professors, and faculty of interest to complete research during a student's research abroad, or as we call it, sandwich year. Currently, so international graduate researchers can apply to conduct research within departments and with faculty at Western Michigan University. We currently have programs with the College of Engineering and Applied Sciences, Hayworth College of Business, and then also the College of Fine Arts. So this is a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. Okay, so now let's talk about estimated tuition and fees. Always an important question. So let me get my pointer again here. So again, we're going to talk first about undergraduate estimated costs for the upcoming academic year. This table shows the estimated tuition and fees and living expenses for undergraduate students. So the blue column here is for undergraduate students who have already met the language proficiency requirement and are enrolled full-time in an academic program. So this is the total cost that includes the application fee, tuition and fees, and also estimated living expenses, so housing, dining, health insurance. So it's also important to note, however, that there are programs such as, if you are part of the College of Engineering, College of Fine Arts, Business, there are differential tuition rates, but we can share more specifics on that. But then we have the orange column here. This is for the Pathway program. So this is for students that are beginning academic courses, but also studying ESL. This is the estimated cost. It is a bit higher, but this program Typically, students are taking a few additional credits than they would in a general academic semester. So this is the cost for that. And then the green column here is for studying full-time in an English as a second language program. Please note that this is for one semester, where these are for one full academic year. For immigration purposes, international students will provide proof of sufficient funds for their first academic year of study, and so we use these as an estimate for that. And so again, for undergraduate students, we do have, I know there's already been a question about scholarship opportunities. For all international undergraduate students, when you apply to the university, you are also applying for the Hennika Scholarship. This is a merit-based scholarship, and it's based on your grade point average on a 4-point scale. And again, if you are coming from an institution that does not have a 4-point scale, we will convert that. But the award amount ranges from $5,000 US per year up to $15,000 US per year. And again, that is your award amount will depend on your grade point average. To be eligible, you must be an international student who is applying for first-time admission to Western Michigan University. This can be immediately after secondary school or transfer from another university. For this scholarship does apply for students who are enrolled in a pathway program as well. Okay, so let's talk about graduate students. So here, this table shows under the blue column, we have the tuition fees and living expenses for a graduate student for one academic year. And then the green column shows the amount for studying one semester at CELSIS and ESL. And although it's not shown here, we do have some pathway options for graduate students. It just, again, is dependent on your program of study. And we are getting more pathways all the time. So, so graduate funding opportunities at WMU include graduate appointments, grants and fellowships, awards and scholarships. Applications for a graduate appointment are usually due by February 15th of each year, and then appointments are made by April 1st, typically, for students planning to enroll in the fall semester. Excuse me. So appointments are often renewable as well, except for graduate college fellowships and dissertation fellowships. So graduate students often have a lot of questions about this, and there is more information on this website here. It's wmich.edu/international-admission/financial aid/graduate. And again, these are links I can share with you as well. Okay, let's talk about how to apply. Whether you're undergraduate, graduate, or an English as a second language student, you will complete an online application. You all start at the same place. In addition to your application, you will need to submit high school or college transcripts, proof of degree in English, bank statement or a scholarship letter, a passport identification page, and your proof of language proficiency. For students applying for a graduate program, your program will often requires additional items such as a written narrative. They may require specific standardized tests or letters of recommendation or other support materials. So you will want to look at your department's website for additional application instructions. Next, I'm going to talk about some of the student support services that we offer at Western Michigan University. So we have a fully staffed immigration office they are dedicated to offering immigration advising and services to international academic students, visiting scholars, foreign national faculty and staff, and they're hosting or sponsoring departments. This is also where you can find the most up-to-date information about any guidance pertaining to immigration or federal immigration regulations. We're always posting updates on this on our website so that students have access to advisors so that you always have the most current and best information. So we offer international orientation to our students each semester. We know that feeling welcome on campus and in the community is critical for the success of all students, and particularly international students. You know, international students are often traveling very far from their traditional social and family supports, and so we make a huge effort to make sure that you feel welcome and are connected to the resources that we have. We do have, when you arrive in Kalamazoo, if you arrive to the university or to the airport, we do provide free transportation. We pick you up from the airport and take you to your housing. And we offer a comprehensive orientation program, which includes, you know, of course, campus tours, advising, special information sessions, and then also some social activities, so you have an opportunity to meet others when you get started. We have the Center for Academic Success program, which offers several services, including the Writing Center, tutoring, and career counseling. Western Michigan University, we have our own health center located right on campus, which is amazing. We provide a variety of services to students, including just evaluation of and treatment of health concerns or illnesses and injuries. We have, you can get preventative checkups, you can visit the pharmacy. We also have counseling services, we have wellness programs. So this is a fantastic benefit. Career and student employment services, we have a department fully dedicated to helping students in their professional pursuits, whether that be finding internships while they are currently a student or preparing for their job search after they complete their degree. We provide career advising, assistance with resumes, cover letters. You can get practice in your interviewing skills. We negotiate, you can learn about salary negotiations, but we also deliver several workshops and presentations, specifically for international students, we provide presentations with the International Admissions and Services Office about optional practical training, or OPT. These are held monthly. So next I'll talk a little bit about campus life. So international students can choose to live in one of 20 on-campus residence halls, which house about 6,000 students. We have campus apartments. These are very popular among students. They offer on-campus living while providing also a more independent experience. We also have 10 living learning communities. These are a really great option, a way to tailor your experience. What this is an opportunity to live with other students that have similar academic programs or similar interests. There are also a lot of housing off campus that are still within walking distance, so that if that's of interest, that's available as well. And we do have some students that live in homestays. WMU Dining Services offers several dining options, all designed to provide a lot of choices for students. We have locations, so we have 4 major dining halls and then several smaller cafes located across campus, and there's also carry-out options. I'm going to kind of rush through some of these so we have some time for questions. We have a university recreation center with lots of options for students, club sports, exercise classes, indoor climbing wall, basketball courts, lots of opportunities. We also offer a lot of social and cultural opportunities for students. We have a conversation circle program. We take trips to local cultural attractions. We might take a trip together to go to visit Chicago. So lots of opportunity to explore while you are living here in Michigan. And we have a dedicated student activities coordinator who has activities specifically for international students. We have international friendship program to connect you with students locally. And then we also have our international festival. I do have just a quick video about that so you can see it because it is pretty cool. Let's see if we can get that going here.
My name is Lane Bond. I'm the International Student Program Specialist for Western Michigan University. And today at the 26th Annual International Festival, we're promoting our students' cultures, their foods, and their traditions.
I love the fact that you can travel around the world by literally just like going from booth to booth, trying the food, seeing a little bit of the culture like displayed either in pictures or like in the screen, or basically just leaving stuff there. I love that.
15 countries is pretty much the limit of what our facility can handle in terms of space and equipment. But we work with each country. We help arrange what they're going to purchase and prepare. We staff one cook for each 2 countries, and they work with the countries to help them strategize how they're going to prepare their food on Saturday and cook their food on Sunday.
Just showing our culture, how it look like, what do we do. So even not only American who got to know us, but even other cultures.
Today, everybody is one. Everybody's representing themselves and showing off in their own way. And that's what's precious, because you see the different cultures and you taste the different foods, and you have a better understanding. Altogether, I just love the atmosphere. It's very energetic and everyone's having a good time. I think Western's a very diverse school, so we don't have enough time to like get to know one another. So I think this is a great event.
So I'm going to skip forward just for the sake of time, but I just wanted to give you a look. It's always nice to kind of see rather than just listen to me speak. So, so lastly, I just wanted to address the situation with COVID-19. Obviously, this changes the way we interact right now, but it doesn't change the fact that we are here to offer you personalized attention and everything from your academic program to advising, and helping you to plan for your academic pursuits. The quality of your education is our #1 priority. So after a great deal of planning, Western is planning to return to in-person or hybrid instruction for this upcoming academic year. We will be back together on campus. However, not all classes will be in person. Some courses will meet in person, some online, some a combination of both. All classes will move to online after November 20th. through the end of the semester. So we've kind of taken a hybrid approach for during this transition period. We've been working closely with state and local public health experts to consider all the options for protocols that will allow students to enjoy and engage during the semester, but also stay healthy and safe. We're looking forward to kind of returning to some normalcy, but in the interim, we have additional safety measures such as masks and testing and monitoring, social distancing. And then, of course, for those that wish to study from their home country, we are offering several online study options. So I am going to disable my screen share here and then take a look at some of your questions. So one of the questions is, what are the minimum requirements for TOEFL and IELTS? And we did talk about those on one of the previous slides. And then can we work while studying? So when you study in the United States, your visa determines whether or not, or determines whether you can work. And we do have, as students that are on international student visas, you can work on campus. We have several opportunities, whether it be working at the library or the rec center or in academic departments. Again, our Career and Student Services office can help you to apply for those jobs. We have an online portal where students can look for opportunities for working online. So yes. Let me look at another one. So I know that there's some students that have interest in specific programs, and we can I can provide some additional information after the webinar. And of course, again, if you follow those links, you'll be able to go directly to your program page. Also, I wonder whether or not, let's see, the question is whether or not PTE score is acceptable. Yes, we do accept PTE scores, and you can take a look at those on our language proficiency link. And let me just go ahead and provide you the direct link to everything we offer for language proficiency. Put that link right in the chat box there. So we have a question. I got a master's degree at a university in Turkey. Can I study a doctoral program at Western Michigan University? What are the conditions for PhD? So again, it will just depend on your specific department. You can certainly transfer to another university. And particularly with graduate programs, each department has their own admission requirements, and they will review your application. If you visit their the mechanical engineering page, you can take a look at what they require for admission. Do you have any 2+2, 3+2, or 3+1 dual diploma degree programs with Turkish universities? So we do have a couple of program partnerships with Turkey. We have an exchange agreement with Boğaziçi University. I apologize if I didn't say that correctly. We also have a dual degree program with Anadolu University. However, we are transferring that program to Eskişehir Technical University because Anadolu University no longer houses the engineering college. And this is a 2+2 degree program for civil engineering and also industrial engineering. Do you have Turkish faculty members? We do. We have two. Our associate dean for undergraduate programs in the Hayworth College of Business is from Turkey. And then we also have another faculty member in the Office of Finance, and there could be more. Those are the ones I know offhand. This isn't a question, but I'm sure you're wondering if we have Turkish students, and we do. We have currently enrolled, I think there are 10, but it really ranges between semesters. Right now we're in the summer semester, so what are the requirements to get a full scholarship for a graduate program? So again, the funding opportunities for graduate students there are the assistantships, associateships for doctoral programs, and then there may be grants or scholarships that are offered directly from the department. So if you are looking for funding opportunities, certainly visit your department webpage. So for example, this particular student question is referring to data science. And so if you visit their webpage, they will, if they have any additional funding opportunities, those would be on their webpage. One of the questions is, by aviation as the undergraduate program in aviation, does that mean you can be a pilot? Yes, it's a training program. So there's a couple of different options. There's a flight science, which is for students that are training to be a pilot, but then there's also a management program as well. How many Turkish students does your university have? We have 10 currently. Do you have ESL programs? Yes, we talked about some of those. We've got the intensive English program, an online program, dual enrollment pathway program, and then several short-term programs, whether it be semester or 2 to 8 week programs. So we have lots of options that hopefully we have something that is suitable for you and what you're interested in. What is your contact information? I'm going to enter my email one more time. It is in the chat at the beginning. And you can send me an email and I can answer additional questions that you might have. Is there a full scholarship? There's not a full scholarship offered at the university level. There may be scholarships offered at department levels. Again, for the undergraduate students, we have the Hennika Scholarship that ranges from $5,000 to $15,000 US, and again, that's renewable every year, as long as you meet the grade requirements and enrollment requirements. Do you have OPT opportunities after graduation is one of the questions. Yes, we do. And we host workshops that give you an overview of that every month. And all of those are virtual right now. So you can go onto our immigration website and you can join a workshop and get lots of detailed information and advising from an immigration advisor to talk about what opportunities exist. Another question about working while studying. With a student visa, you can't work off campus, but we do have several on-campus opportunities for working. There's lots of opportunities for working, and this is a great way to get to know others, practice your language skills, and to gain some practical experience. The work experience is, the jobs are not enough to cover the cost of tuition. However, they do provide extra income and several other benefits. What are the requirements to get a scholarship for law school? I don't know that. Again, we have a partnership with Cooley Law School, but they have some of their own information, but we can certainly get more information about that and share that with you, or connect you with someone that has more information about the programs with the law school. Do we have a work permit while we are studying a master's degree? I'm not sure I quite understand the question. However, if you're interested in studying overseas in the United States, you would apply for, typically most students apply for a student visa or an F1 visa, which is, the visa is for you to come here and study full-time in an academic program. So with this visa, you can work on campus part-time, but you can't work off campus unless you have specific permission, or unless you've applied for example, like an OPT program. Which exam do you recommend between IELTS and TOEFL? We accept both, so it just depends on which test is most convenient for you. And certainly if you've taken one, you can always take the other and see if that is you score slightly higher on that one. But we don't have a preference. It doesn't determine. We don't use that to determine admission. Do you plan to offer face-to-face courses during the fall semester due to the pandemic? Again, Western Michigan University has laid out a safe return to campus plan. So we are taking at this time we are planning to take a hybrid approach, and we are again working with local and state officials and to determine what the best course of action is to make sure that everyone stays safe. So we are offering face-to-face courses, but it's certainly not all. My understanding is about maybe 40 to 50% of our classes will be face-to-face. This will allow for proper social distancing, reduced class sizes, and so students will may have a variety. Some classes may be face-to-face part of the time and then online part of the time. We call that a hybrid course, and then we also have some courses that will be fully online. And then there's another question: do you offer online programs? Yes, even before the pandemic, we have several fully online program options, and those, it just depends on which program of study you are interested in. And right now, several classes, even if the program is not fully offered online, several classes are offered online. So there are lots of study options. And of course, I mentioned before, our English as a Second Language program is offered fully online, if that is of interest to you. We have a question: do you need the SAT or ACT score for admission to WMU? No, you do not. Not as international students, we do not require that test. How about your international student rate? I'm going to go ahead and provide a link here that I'm assuming the question is about the cost of attendance. So I'm going to go ahead and provide a link for the tuition costs, and I'll provide a couple of links for you to take a look at, because it differs depending on whether you are an undergraduate student or a graduate student. I showed you a chart earlier, but again, yeah, it depends on whether you're a graduate or undergraduate or ESL student. And then also there is a slight difference with online, a slight reduction of course fees. Can I study English before preparation of the master's program? Yes, during master's program also works at a job. I'm not quite sure I understand the second part of the question, but can I study English before preparation of the master's program? Yeah, so for example, if you're interested in studying a master's program at Western, you can submit your online application even if you have not yet met the language proficiency requirements. And the department has the option to provide you with a conditional admission in which you're admitted as long as you complete the language proficiency requirements, whether that be you meet them by taking the test or you begin in the English as a second language program at CELSIS at WMU. There's a question about, do you have scholarship for students who have worked high-level projects? I'm considering a master program. Again, there are several kind of individual scholarship program or scholarship options specific to the department or college that you're applying to. So I strongly suggest that you know, if whatever your interest or your program interest area is, visit the website, and there's lots of, your college may have several scholarship opportunities that, and you may qualify for, particularly if you have, you know, as this student asked, a high-level project or some qualifications that may make you eligible. And what is a solid SAT score for WMU? Again, we don't require that for our international students. Let's see, that's all the questions on the question tab. I'm just gonna pop over to the chat box, see if there's any other questions that, any scholarships going until graduation. Not sure I understand that question. But again, undergraduates, we have the Hennika Scholarship. For graduate students, we have assistantship and grant opportunities, and then scholarships within the departments themselves. And then there was a question about tuition scholarships. We did go over that. So just before we finish up here, I'm going to share a few more links for that just might be of interest to you. I'm just gonna include lots of things here. And then, you know, again, I shared my email address. I strongly encourage you to contact me. Oops, it won't let me do that much. All right, hold on. So I am resharing some links for the list of undergraduate programs, graduate programs, ESL options, our apply page, and then language proficiency requirements, and then our short-term program options. And I think, and then also I'm going to provide a link for our virtual tour so that you can take a look at our campus by clicking on this link, and there's a kind of virtual tour guide, and you can go around and take a look at campus. So I think that is all of the questions. I hope I helped to answer all your questions about Western Michigan University. I'm certain you'll have more, and that's okay. Just reach out to me or one of the many staff or faculty at WMU. We look forward to meeting you if you join us as WMU Bronco. Thank you, and have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Yeah, Christy, it seems you covered all the questions. Thank you very much, this informative webinar session. So could you please also post your email address again in the chat?
Sure.
It stayed on the top, so.
All right, I just added it. Did that come through? There we go.
That's great. Thank you. If there are more questions, they can reach you personally. So thank you very much again. It was very great to welcome you in our webinar session.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.